Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Part 20 of the Volvo Amazon build. Let's go. So we have a bit of a job cut out for us because I'm gonna do something which I have been postponing for like the complete build series. So what we are gonna do today, we are gonna take the roof out. The roof liner, the complete roof upholstery is gonna come out because I have hit it with my welding torch and I burned a hole in there. So what we need to do is we need to figure out how to remove a Volvo Amazon headliner, and I have no idea how that works because I know every single inch of this car, but I have been stalling this part of the project for like the first day. I knew I had to do it one day, and that day has come. So we are gonna do it. I'm gonna figure it out with you guys. So let's go. These are actually bolted down in the car. So this one is from over here. This one is actually bolted down in the car, and you just pull the fabric on those sharp pins and then you screw it down, and that's everything that is holding the roof liner of an Amazon to the roof, including those brackets and the screws.
It sound right, boys.
Look what we have over there. It's a full headliner of the Amazon. So over here we have a headliner-less Amazon. Let's get in here. The thing I noticed is there is already some kind of sound deadening on the roof, which probably will be a pain to remove. The other thing I am very glad about is that there is one cable running on the left side of the Amazon, and that has always been too short in this car. So I really want to fully rewire this car and do it properly. So nice fuse boxes, nice relays, just everything a bit modernized, and just have this thing very thought out. But the thing I did notice, this. That is actually a piece of material which should keep the roof from vibrating. So that should be pressed in here between this roll bar thingy and the roof. So yeah, that is that. The other thing I noticed, and that's not very strange or weird for a car this age, that's air that's coming apart, as you can see. This one is going apart, as you can see. So yeah, we have some cleaning up to do. We need to make that roof fully empty. But to show you guys exactly how this thing was held together, over here, as always, I have, well, not as always, but most of the time, I have all the parts which came off the roof. So the handles, I will be 3D printing these. So we will have some new ones, and I think I will be sending these away to be covered in leather, but then black leather with, I hope, a blue stitch, because this car is, of course, not fully going to be stock. The engine is going to be attacked, and we are also going to do something with the headliner. So this thing might not be going back. It's very crispy and crunchy over at the area where the parcel shelf is. So this thing is not going back, I think 70% sure. But the other thing is I do need to find another one, or I need to make someone, pay someone to make one of those. But that means someone that is gonna make these needs to make all these kind of ribs in here, which should look in the inside like that. So just sewn in, and then all these metal bars need to go in there. And then after that's all done, it still needs to go in the car tight and looking nice. And that is done by these things. So that is it for the headliner. I just really wanted to get that out because I need to grind again in the car. So I need to use my grinder, I need to cut out some stuff, and we need to weld some stuff. So it's about 2 o'clock today. So I think we have some nice, I think 3 to 4 hours left of work. So over here we have the back seat, which we started on working in the last video before I got migraine. So yeah, back at it. That is partially done. It's actually, I'm doubting if I'm gonna fully clean it to bare metal. It's rustless, so there's no rust. So I think if I just get all the dirt and debris off there, get the loose paint off there, if there is some, then we can just prime over that, because I have some sealer primer, which the white one, it's actually epoxy primer, so it will stick the best to bare metal, but it doesn't need to be all bare metal. Over here we need to clean this side, we need to clean that side, we need to clean all those spots, we need to weld, and then we also need to weld 2 new pieces over there, because the rear seat of this car needs to fit properly in here. And if I flip the camera around, you can see how big of a dent is in there. So I will actually be digging up the back seat, which is over there. Oh my god, what did I get myself into? Let's just start cleaning first. Let's go.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
So over here we have, let's turn on a light. We have a clean side. All the gooey material is off, the sound deadening stuff. I sanded the complete backside, all the wheel wells and stuff, all the rust spots that were on there are now a bit sanded. I also smacked these things down, welded those all shut. As you can see, they are now very nice and flat. It looks amazing. So we have exactly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 pieces that are all done and ready. So that's pretty nice. So I'm gonna go home. It's now Tuesday, and on Saturday it's Christmas. So I don't know when I will be back in here, but I will see you guys then. So see ya. So guys, brand new day. Christmas is behind us. I hope you all had a great time. And yeah, it's almost New Year, but we are still gonna work on the Amazon, of course. In the last day I was here, I fixed those holes under the back seat, and today we need the back seat, and the back seat is over there, the black thing. we have the rear seat fully down. Was a bit of work, but we got it. So over here we have the back seat and the backrest. So we are gonna throw those in the car, and then we need to see what we need to do to actually fix this dent on the back, that dent over there, and that top side. So I think it will be a cut from down there to up here, and also on this side, and then a new plate so it will be flush and flat again. As you can see, this is not flat at all. There's a huge dent in here. Alright, there are some hooks on the back of here that need to hook in to the back side. I think, guys, that the lower edge over there, I think the full couch need to go behind that damaged lip. And I think the reason for the dents over there, I think the reason for the dents over there and over there are actually because there are brackets here where this thing is standing on, and it can't go back far enough to fully sit down. So I think the brackets have been standing on this frame for all its life. I think that's the problem we have. So guys, rear seat is in here. Yeah, just to clarify some things. The back seat is just where it is. This is the position. You can't change that because there are some hooks, and the hooks are on the back of here. There are tiny holes inside of your parcel shelf, and you can actually see it because over there is a hook. And that is the hook. The hook you see over there, the black hook, is actually the hook that is attached to your rear seat. Then your upholstery from your roof will run down here onto there, and then over here is a cardboard interior piece. I don't know why it's cardboard, but as you can see, my seat has actually been ripping. I don't know if that has already, if that's new or not, but that's not very good. Yeah, that sucks because that's fully inside. But I will be changing out the upholstery, I think, after all, because it's just way too old and just torn up. Going back into the car, we have a rubber mat that is actually over here. This rubber mat is original. It's a trim piece which you just flip down, and then there are two screws, one over there and one over there, two holes. You screw this in place, and then this mat is just how it is right now. So the dents you have over here, you can feel them, and one over there, you won't see them. So you might ask yourself, why on God's earth are you gonna hassle with this, and why are you gonna try to pull those dents out? Well, I'm gonna show you in a minute. If you pull the bench forward, you can see now it's pushed in, now it's pushed out. In, that's it. That's everything that a Amazon rear seat needs to be attached to the car. If we take this thing out and we slide it in front, I can flip it backwards, hopefully without damaging it, and you can see these little hooks over there. So this hook is actually connecting underneath the car, underneath the seat, to a lip over there and over there, and that's actually the thing that holds it in place in the back. So when you see these hooks, so these brackets over here, you can see them, you need to push those behind this lip. And I can do that fairly easy, because if I take my light, I'm sorry for the lighting guys, it's been terrible in here. If I take my light, you can see how much of a dent there is on the back side. So when the dent is gone, it will be a very much stronger piece to connect it. So if we push this edge behind this ledge, it will apply more pressure to the back, so this thing will be seated more correctly, and by the way, it looks nicer. So we can do that without any problem. I can push this thing back a bit more, so that's all I needed to know actually. So I'm gonna take this out, I'm gonna take the back out again, and then I'm gonna take my grinder, cut out this piece, and I wanna have those knocked out today. Let's go guys! So guys, a bit of welding later, we have two pieces in the car, and we have a back seat back in the Amazon. So it looks very weird to me that the back seat of this car is just that high, but that is just how this thing should look. As you can see, I put on a light, but the problem we have on the seat is that the seat is actually dented. So there is a huge dent here in the metal strip that runs underneath here. So that's why there's a bit of a gap. But it fits. Over here it's like that. And over there it's like that. So it's not exactly symmetrical, but it's also not very sticky. So that's everything that's keeping it together. So when I go sit here and I push this piece in there, and then that one, that's everything that holds the seat down. Just the pressure from the frame and the little lip that is stuck underneath the bracket, which is welded onto the car. But this is actually all there is. So as you can see, maybe with a flash on, oh I can't, but this looks very much better than it did. So the dent is out of there, so you can see it, and over here same story. There are two little spots, but we can fill those out, I don't mind. But for the car, for the metal part of the car, I think we're doing a great job. So what we need to do, we need to remove all the seam sealer of all these edges. We need to remove all the seam sealer of this edge, and also remove all the old rusty materials because I welded in a piece over there. And last but not least, we need to do this strip on top of here. When that is done, we are almost fully done with the interior, except we need to dismount that and that bracket for the choke, and then I think we are there. I'm going home. I'm gonna go edit this video for you guys. So please keep subscribed if you are already subscribed, and if you're not, and what are you waiting for? It's free. Everyone likes free stuff, so go subscribe. Make my channel grow, and I can promise you guys, in a couple of months, maybe even weeks, we will have a bigger shop and I will open for business. And then this thing can go for paint. Let's go home, guys. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys in part 21 and bye bye.